turning 40 was a gift, and whether you want to travel, have meaningful relationships, thrive and be highly organized in your career, or take complete control of your fitness goals, do the things that bring you pleasure, even if it's wandering around Target on a Saturday afternoon by yourself, I got you.
To you, happy birthday to you.
Cha-cha-cha.
There's a misconception that your life is like a novel. Well, I beg to differ. I like to think of my life as a series of poems. And when I turned 40, the very first poem I wrote to myself was the poem about my health, and you should start there too. So we're going to start with your health, and I'm going to tell you what I do and why I feel pretty darn good at my age for where I'm at. So the first thing is moving your body. So I know that can look different for you. For me, I have a Peloton bike, I have a Peloton tread, I have the Peloton guide. I'm a Peloton girly. I love their platform. It started with the bike. I'm gonna be honest, I hardly ever ride it now because once I got the treadmill, I like running, so that was much more up my speed. But then the guide allows you to use all of the classes, so strength training, yoga, Pilates, boot camps, stretching. So I do everything. I get my money's worth every month out of my Peloton membership. And so whether you're just doing that a couple of days of the week, I'm gonna tell you what my routine is. So Mondays, I do not exercise. And I know a lot of people don't like that premise, but for me it works because I just like the thought of Monday, I don't have to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning and work out. And so I do get up and stretch. There's great stretches on the Peloton. I try to stretch for 10 to 20 minutes and I try to meditate. Tuesdays, I do upper body in the morning. Wednesdays, I run in the morning. Thursdays, I do lower body in the morning. Friday is my rest day. I don't do anything on Friday. So on Mondays and Fridays, I don't work out. And so if you are a full-time 9-to-5 person working out on Monday and Friday, French kiss. Saturday is my aggressive day. I do a boot camp on the Peloton. And then Sunday I do either running and lower body, or I may ride the bike and do lower body, or I may do a boot camp and do lower body. Rinse and repeat, that's my routine. It works for me. It helps me keep my weight down. And that's just what works for me. So you just gotta find a routine that you can stick with. Yes, I am a 5 a.m. girly. I will insert the video on my 5 a.m. routine, but it doesn't have to be 5 o'clock in the morning. It can be when you get off work. It can be whenever it is convenient for you. It's just move your body. The other thing is, what are you putting in your body? And a lot of times, because we are so busy running around with kids, running around doing this for our careers, we don't have time to meal prep. I think that's a lie. Straight up, because the amount of time that it takes me to meal prep on Sunday, when I tell you, and I will insert right after this clip for y'all, it literally takes me 10 minutes to meal prep and 22 minutes in the oven. So 10 minutes to put everything on the pan, 25 minutes in the oven, put them in my little containers, and I'm good to go Monday through Wednesday, if not Monday through Thursday. And it is not even expensive. I think the total amount of money I spend for lunch to prep on Sunday, maybe $13 for the meat, $3 for the vegetable, $3 for the potato, so less than $20, and it's the meals at least Monday through Wednesday. And then the most important thing, well, obviously moving your body and eating well is good, is sleep. Y'all, like, I got on this bandwagon like after I turned 40, and I didn't even get on this bandwagon until maybe like 2 years ago. And even now, I'm just finally understanding the importance of sleep. This, especially at our age, and I can only speak for me, but I don't know about you, but that little shake back ain't the same as it was when I was 22. So I have got to get a good night's sleep, and it is noticeably different when I am sleeping right and when I'm not sleeping right. When I'm getting 7 hours of sleep, when I'm getting 5 hours of sleep. So you are gonna start with your health, and you're gonna start today.
Out the door, baby. But if you are on a Peloton tread, let's chat about it first. You have two knobs. The one on the right is your speed. The one on the left is your incline. Roll these babies forward. My range is 6 to 9, but anything under a 9, I welcome as long as it's a little bit faster. Let's work, Peloton.
I think everybody should have a passion project, whether you like to cook, you like to bake, you're a writer, you are a leader, you're an entrepreneur, you are a content person, you're an influencer, you are wanting to learn Pilates, you want to become a yoga instructor, you want to get your certification, you want to get your license. You should be passionate about something that has nothing to do with anybody other than you. Your passion project should be you. And one of the things that I'm super crystal clear about is that the older I get, the more likely I am to pursue the things that genuinely interest me without apology. And so my current passion project is my YouTube channel. Look, I am 46 years old. I have literally not a clue about editing, cameras, all kinds of just miscellaneous equipment. I'm just out here press and play, y'all. And the more that I do it, the better I think I'm getting at it. I tried to change my style. I've been doing a little research, and this video is definitely different than the first maybe 5 videos I did. And here it is. What is today? It is May 17th. And so I'm out here doing my passion, and I don't owe an apology to anybody. I am not a professional YouTuber, nor do I need to be. It just needs to be what I'm passionate about. Look, when you pour all of your energy and your time and your effort into the passion of everybody other than you, you're leaving yourself with an empty vessel. And so whether your passion is you want to start a YouTube channel, you've actually done it, or whether your passion is you simply want to go back to school, whether your passion is you want to be a pastor, your passion is you want to sing, like, is stopping you from unapologetically pursuing it? The only thing, quite honestly, that can usually stop you from doing what you want to do is what other people think about what you're doing. And if you can get out of your own way and not give a rat's about what anybody thinks other than you and what makes you genuinely happy, God, your life is gonna be so much better. And I think as you get older, you just start to realize that, like, naturally. And more importantly, if you are 40 or over any age and you are still constantly worrying about what other people are doing, then you are doing yourself a disservice. Like, pull that energy back into you. I literally just put a video on TikTok the other day because I have been interacting with some women who really honestly at the end of the day just are worried about what somebody else is doing. And the lack of, I kept thinking, like, how much of a life do you not have to be worried about what these people are doing? And it just blew my mind. And I was thinking, they don't have a passion project, or their passion project is being miserable. Like, a passion project is being miserable, and you could be taking that energy and putting it back into the things that you want to do. So I think you should get out a Post-it note. I think you should write down things that you are passionate about and promise yourself that at this stage in your life that you are going to take the chances, you are going to hit send, you're going to hit record, you are going to put down the deposit, you're going to fill out the application, you are going to out loud share what you want to do. You will be shocked at how far you can come. And look, whether this channel has 1 subscriber or 100,000 subscribers, I'm passionate about it, and I'm gonna do the things that I want to do. your relationships. Think of this after your health as the most important factor, because if you're not healthy, you can't really have those strong relationships because you're not at 100%. So your relationships, and this doesn't just mean your spouse and your children, but especially at this age, let me emphasize the importance of having a strong relationship with your parents if that's within healthy boundaries for you. And it may not be, and that's okay. If it's something that you can mend and you push through, then I strongly suggest it, because this is the age where you start to notice older family members starting to get sick, starting to come older, more fragile, people that were moving around and dancing and shaking. When you get to this age, they're a little bit more subdued. Some of them are still the life of the party. It's also the age where, unfortunately, parents start to get sick and parents start to pass away. For me, noticeably, the most impactful difference in my relationships from my 40th birthday to today is the clear void of my mother no longer being here. And that was a life-changing, as you would expect, situation. And that was such a critical relationship for me. It was the backbone of almost who I am. And so I've kind of had to figure out on this side of what that looks like. But one thing that her death taught me, and completely emphasized in all bold caps, and she'd be happy to know that, is the importance of the relationships that I have with my own children and with my own nieces and my brother and my husband. Because time isn't promised, and we know that, but it becomes a little bit clear as you get older. And this used to be a conversation that was something that when I was in my 20s and my 30s, I kind of just rolled my eyes, or it was something that I was like, mother or whoever. But now that I'm older, and now that I've actually experienced that, now that I can actually see it with my own eyes, I can look in the mirror and see in my own face as I start to get just a little bit older, is that time isn't promised. And so what am I doing to pour into the relationships that I have? I am blessed. I am truly, truly blessed. I have 3 wonderful kids. I have arguably, even though he'll probably never see this, one of the most amazing husbands roaming planet Earth. My baby girl just brought me Starbucks, y'all. But not everybody's life looks like that. And I want to be clear, mine didn't always look like that. Nourish your relationships and know that the energy and time that you're putting into yourself has to happen before you can pour that into anybody else. So on this channel, we do a lot of content about pretty much the upside of 40, living your best life, productivity, fitness, mental health. There is just not a lot of content on YouTube for people that are over 40 years old. So I strongly encourage you to go ahead and hit that subscribe button, because we are constantly talking about how we can make our lives super awesome on this side of 40.